Okay, so just a quick video on your mocap and triggering it in Unreal. So Unreal 5. So the arms are quite dodgy, so this is something we need to fix actually in Rokoko. It's to do with the setting up the character positions and height, etc. We think. But you know, it still works okay, so that's fine for the purposes of the assignment. So obviously this is not mandatory, this is just if you want to put in your mocap sequence. So I'm going to drag all of your Rokoko sequences into here. So I'll just drag another one in. What is that? That's clip 2. Let's try clip 3. So I don't know whose is whose, you'll have to look through them. But the important thing is when you're importing, you won't have to do this, I'm just taking you through it. All of your animations will be in this project, which I'll give to you. So in this case, I'm just using the UE4 mannequin skeleton. So import all. Okay, we don't need smoothing groups, thanks. Just press the right button. So so basically that's your animation there. Yeah, so each of the sequences will have one of these animations. So you can if you just drop the actual animation in, you can check what it is. So in this case we're watching this character. So this is the creeping man character. Okay, so that's really just to check what the, whoops, I was going to have to delete that. Just to check what the, excuse me, what the actual animation is. So what I have done is I've put in a trigger just here, and this is the player start. So you can actually, you can drag it onto your own character as long as it's, as long as it matches the Unreal skeleton. But anyway, you know, you've got everything you need in this project. You've got the trigger here. So if I go to the third person map, so all I've done is I've just, with the trigger selected, I have just put create a reference to collision, which is on active begin overlap, which is what's happened here. This goes over to the fixed camera, so I'll just take you through that. So I put a camera in here, so you can obviously see what it's looking at. You want to position it. I mean, you could move it theoretically using a sequence, but I've just positioned it so I can see the full range of the animation sequence. And so again, what we just do here is we can add a reference to this, create a reference, which we don't need to. So this is really just to cut to that camera. So it blends between the player controller camera, which is the target, and the cine camera, which you have selected, and you want to make sure it's VT blend linear. Again, you won't have to do this because I'm going to give you this project. And then what we do is we take it over to play animation, and we want to make sure that we've actually got this character selected. I've just put this character in the scene, so you can run all your own animations through this character, or you could actually replace it with the Lara character or your own character. But as long as it's got the same skeleton. So you basically, this SK mannequin is in the scene ready for you to add your animation to, and all you need to do is basically choose which animation you want. So you know, I've just put in clip 3. So let's just, I've just changed it from clip 2 to clip 3. Let's compile that. And so if I just play it now, I'll be able to, if I just walk forward, trigger it. You should really take player control away as well, because otherwise you could basically walk into the scene. The arms are a bit better than this, maybe. Okay, so that's quite nice. Okay, so doesn't look very happy there. So I'm going to put, as I say, I'll put all of your animations in here, and all you need to do is go to the anim to play. Once you found out which is yours. Oh yeah, sorry. The other thing is, if you want to edit your animation, so if I wanted to cut this, you know, you choose it down here. If I want to cut, I should just say you double click on this, obviously, and then you can choose. So if I wanted to edit this so that it started at frame 115, I just right click and then it'll say remove 0 to 115. I think you can also do it at the end, so you can do remove frame 3.7 to 4.6.2, so you can cut it at both ends if you've got any excess animation on there. Okay, that's everything. I'm going to give you this, and I'll give you a link to this project, and it's 5.03, so just put your animation on if you'd like to include it in your project. You can obviously migrate this, so what I should point out as well is that if we go to place, let me see if I find that in the, well, really what you do here is you want to get this, you want to migrate this level. So if I, what is the level called? It's called third person example map. So let me just have a look. Third person BP maps, put it in a weird place. So what you can do here is asset actions, and then you want to migrate that to another project. So you can migrate the entire scene into your project, and then you just cut and paste the character into your project, sorry, your scene. Okay, that should be everything. Give me a shout if there's any issues, but obviously this, as I say, this is not mandatory. This is just if you want to kind of have a bit of fun with your mocap. Okay.